Good grief, it's a Stegosaurus. Welcome to Doctor Who Locations Guide, the Dinosaur Invasion. It all took place, many locations, about 22 of them, all around the outskirts of London. And of course we're going to visit all of them, so it might take quite a few day trips. But let's start, shall we?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Trafalgar Square was used for not so deserted London now. Albert Embankment near Lambeth Bridge was used for deserted London as well. At the end of Westminster Bridge was also used for deserted London. Parliament Street was also used for deserted London, looking up towards Downing Street. Margaret Street at Oxford Circus was also deserted London. Haymarket was used for deserted London. Lower Thames Street, just outside the old Billingsgate Market, which is no longer there, was used for deserted London. All the buildings in the background are gone, but the two buildings either side are still there. Outside the London Transport Museum is Covent Garden Market, and this was used part of deserted London. Another deserted scene of London is Outer Circle at Regent's Park. This is just outside Cambridge Gate. This is the junction between Burford Road and Clayponds Lane. We're about a 20-minute walk from the Gunnersbury Underground station. This was used for deserted London. As you can see in the actual episode, all the houses are derelict, so are more likely demolished. We're not actually sure which of the houses it is where it was filmed. It was either the houses behind me or the ones across the street. So it's either one of those two. We are now at Wilmer Close, Kingston upon Thames. Behind me is a shot of abandoned London, and there was a milk tote here, but of course that's not here anymore. We are now at Cranberry Gardens, and the entrance is just there. Behind me is the tennis court, and it was here where the Tardis landed. The robbers hide in Southall gasworks to hide from the patrols, but again the gasworks have been destroyed to make way for the Green Quarter. This is at Seaver Drive, which is at the roundabout from the Strait, and this was where the Southall gasworks used to be. Just before the roundabout at Seaver Drive used to be White Street, and this entire street was where the Doctor was being chased by a unit. Unfortunately, the whole place has been demolished for the Green Quarter, so unfortunately it's now a building site, soon to be replaced with a new housing estate. We are now on Lower Ham Road, and opposite Woodside Road was where the phone box was. There's a shot of the Doctor and Sarah walking up this road after trying the phone box. Still on Lower Ham Road, the bus stop is now a parking sign, and that is opposite Chestnut Road. One final shot of Lower Ham Road looking down towards Cranberry Gardens. Moorgate Underground Station was used as the secret base in exterior. Unfortunately, the whole area's been demolished and replaced with bigger buildings, so it's no longer here at all, apart from the station, which is a new building. The houses opposite are now completely gone and it's now a building site, so I presume there's new glass and metal buildings coming here instead. The Doctor and Sarah run down New Union Street when they hear a car crash. Unfortunately, one side of the road that you see is completely gone, but you can still tell it's the same street because the same doorway is behind me, which used to be a shop and now it's just a door. Down the bottom of New Union Street is this grill along the wall and it's still here, and this was where the car crash was, but they've got this temporary fencing up for the building site because they're currently redeveloping the area. The marketing suite on Ashdown Road was actually the police station. To me it looks like they've replaced the building, I'm not quite sure. It used to be at the time a GPO office, now it's a marketing suite. So this is the doorway, the main reception, the marketing suite that I think looks most like the one from the police station. Of course they've made the door bigger. It was at the top of Palmer Crescent where the Doctor and Sarah Jane saw a van drive past at the top here. We're now at the West London Islamic Centre. It was here where the Doctor was hiding from UNIT and was also attacked by a medieval peasant. It looks like the whole building has been completely destroyed and this new building is in its place. We are now on Kent Road in Kingston upon Thames. The whole area has been demolished and rebuilt since the filming, but you can tell where it is from the Rose car park. The only part of Kent Road which you can still see from the original footage is at the back of a private car park, and you can see the wall behind was where the soldiers were shooting at the Doctor and Sarah to stop when they thought they were looting. Clementine Close at Northfields was where the school was, where the Doctor and Sarah managed to escape. Unfortunately, the whole building's gone. However, there are small pieces like this wall left, which could or should be where they filmed it. This is Clementine Close itself, and as you can see, there is nothing left of the original location. Just past Clementine Close is Chamberlain Road, and there was this shot of the Doctor and Sarah being driven to the detention centre. The Strait is the only part left from the filming at Southall, and it was on here where Unit first saw a T-Rex and started fighting it. The entire area is being rebuilt into the Green Quarter, a new housing estate behind me with lots of green spaces and flats. So they're still building that now, and this is 2023. We are now at Ealing Electricity Substation. They have erected this great big metal fence since the filming, so you can't get anywhere near the actual building, but this was where the Doctor was trying to capture a dinosaur. It was at number 63 Ormond Avenue, where it was shown behind the Doctor when he was trying to capture a dinosaur. They have built a pretty large extension on the side of the building though.
The larger the mass, the greater the temporal displacement for my instruments to measure.
Doctor, suppose this gadget of yours doesn't work.
I shall simply turn round and come back.
Unfortunately, I can't get to the other side of this fence, but looking through the fence, it looks as if it hasn't changed at all. Parkfields Road, which doesn't seem to exist anymore, is now a dead end, and at the end is Barnfield Riding School. And it was behind me here where the Doctor drives around the corner. Parkfield Road is this street here, and behind me is Barnfield Riding School, which is now what is there. In Kingston upon Thames is South Lane, and looking up the lane was where the Humorbill was driving down. We're now at Wimbledon Common. Of course, over 30-40 years there's not a lot left to go on, so it could have been filmed pretty much anywhere. So this is a random shot of Wimbledon Common, and this was where the Doctor was being chased by all the unit soldiers. Another random shot of Wimbledon Common. This is the forestry area, which there were shots of the soldiers chasing the Doctor through the forest. Just off the car park to the windmill, there is this large hill, and this is the same hill that the unit soldiers parked in front of. Just from the hill, there's this larger track, which was an obvious area for where the unit trucks were driving along the path. From the track, looking away from the car park, you'll see the same building that was behind the doctor when he was driving along, being chased by unit soldiers. Long Lane, which is near Barbican Station, directly outside the new station on the Elizabeth line. This was used for deserted London. On the same street the Haymarket drives past. Just around the corner on Lindsay Street, behind me here, was where the Tyrannosaurus Rex appeared. Looking across the road towards the archway was where the two dinosaurs were CSO'd over the top for a fight. We're now at Riverside Drive, and it's by Loft Way, where the Apatosaurus was standing in the way up the dock of Brigadier Drive. Slightly further down Riverside Drive is the long shot of the Apatosaurus in the middle of the road. Looking the opposite way down the road, the Doctor and Brigadier realise that they can see an Apatosaurus in their way. The final shot that we're going to look for on Riverside Drive is the long high shot at the beginning of the sequence.